A warm welcome here on my YouTube channel. I'm very happy to connect with you today, and we will speak about a huge event, a really big thing. And this is planet Uranus will meet planet Jupiter at 27 degrees and 30 and 37 minutes on the 21st of April. This is really a big thing. And today it's all about what this means. And at the same time, they say that the comet Pons Brooks will be seen on the sky at this time. And warm welcome. And please, if you want, you can write in the chat from where you are. I would be glad if you connect with me, and it's always really amazing to see from where you are, from everywhere from the world. So I'm very happy. And if you want, I have a free newsletter where I share every Sunday a lot of information with everybody, and it is totally free. You will get a lot of astrological predictions, what's really important for next week, and you find the link in the description box below this video. So fine to connect to everybody. Sweden, Palm Springs, Norway. It's really amazing. So Italia, South Africa, California. That's really unity that we are sharing together in this live stream. So before I start, maybe you know I have an energy update every day. I make a small short, and yesterday I spoke in this short about the the planet energies, and that Mercury will now transit over the degrees of the solar eclipse, and Mercury is retrograde, and that this means that the situation in the east region with Israel, that this war can intensify. And what happened in the night, we saw that, and you can watch the short, it's up there on my channel, and you see what happened. Surely a lot of people thought about that Iran could attack Israel, but it's really, we can see it astrological. Sometimes we do not really know where it will happen exactly, but we can see those energies. And this, what happened last night, is really not easy thing, and it is connected to the last solar eclipse which happened in October. And short before there was the attack on Israel in October, I spoke about this terrorist action that could happen. And then it happened, and now we see it again. And this is connected because Mercury is the ruler where the last solar eclipse in October happened, and is now retrograde. And this means it's like revenge that he shows up, and revenge for Israel's way to solve this conflict. And it's really not easy. And I'm really not of one I'm not for Israel, I'm not for Palestine, I'm not for the USA, I'm not for Russia or something like this. It's really, I'm a consciousness, and I see that always war is no solution for nobody, and every bomb is a bomb too much. So it's really, I do not see that there are fair wars or something like this. No, never. And we do not need them. And we are really a part of the people who live here on earth. They really do not resonate with war anymore. And those are the people that will experience in the near future really another world. But till now we are together in this game, you can say, in this matrix, and with this conjunction of Jupiter and Uranus, it's really like it's clearer, this divide in two different versions of Earth. Really, it's a big event that is happening next week, and it's not about one day or 1 week or 1 month or 1 year. This is really the shift into a totally new era. It's really a really biggie, and I will tell you more about this energy. And with this, we have Jupiter and Uranus. And Jupiter is the planet that brings wealth, that shows optimism. And in Vedic astrology, we speak of Jupiter is a Jiva Karaka. And this means that Jupiter brings life. Jupiter is connected to our sacral, our second chakra, energy chakra, and there also we have our what's the English name, where we produce the semen and the eggs for our children. Sorry. And this is really the reproduction organs, and they are connected to Jupiter. Jupiter is also a karaka, an indicator in the horoscope for our children. And Jupiter gives life. He speaks of life, and not many people really know that Jupiter has its own gravity, and Jupiter is next of the Sun, the biggest planet. And if you see them all in a row, you see it's really big, and he stands in the middle. Then we have also the three outer planets, and Jupiter is very important for us because Jupiter shows us that we have an inner light that leads us, and we do not need a light from the outside. We can shine on our own. Jupiter is the only planet of the planets, except the Sun, that has a own inner light. The other planets, if you see them in the sky, Mars, Mercury, and they shine so bright, but their light is only a reflection of the light of the Sun. So Jupiter has a special position, and this means it is really about consciousness, and Jupiter stands for the guru, for higher wisdom, and for connecting to an higher consciousness, kind of consciousness. And Uranus is also very special. Uranus is one of the outer planets. We have 7 planets of the inner zone, you can say, and those 7 planets are connected to our 7 main chakras. And they are called for our day, the name of our days, of our weekdays. We have 7 days, and every day is called like the planet. Saturday is Saturn, Sunday is the Sun, Monday is the Moon, and so on. And Mars is for Tuesday, and Mercury is for Wednesday, and Jupiter is Thursday. So every planet of those 7 main planets is connected to our body, mainly to our life, to every aspect of our life, because our energy is connected to every aspect in our life. But the 3 outer planets, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, they speak of a higher consciousness. They are connected to the 8th chakra, to the 9th chakra, and to the 10th chakra, and those chakra are outside of our energy field, and they speak of something that is leading us, something that is triggering us, something that is yes, connected to our unconsciousness. And so Uranus is the energy of individuality, of a rebel, and it's really high energy. It is also connected to electricity and to light and to unexpected events. And often they come suddenly and they come from above, often also connected with airplanes or something like this, and technical future technology, and Uranus is also connected to individuality and to genius, really, that brings something that we have never seen before, and this will bring a lot of new technology in our life with this conjunction of Uranus and Jupiter. And the last exact conjunction in the sign of Aries, where it will happen, was in the year 5013. So it's really a long time away. And this is really an event of the century. And now it's coming next week. Next Saturday, we have this energy. Maybe it's where you live on the world. Maybe you experience it on the 20, 21, or 22. And this means it's not really about this day. It is about a great awakening that we will experience. But it will come at the first time. It comes with chaos. And because it happens in the sign of Aries, this is not easy. It's really, it can bring an intensification of war, an intensification of revolution, because people will stand up for their own rights, and they do not want to see if somebody else is also in on the right side. You only will see your perspective, and it's a little bit of stubbornness and of ego, because Uranus is in the lunar mansion Kritika, and this is a lunar mansion of the sun. And the sun shines, and the sun do not want to see anything else. The sun cannot see anything else. And Jupiter will change next week also in this lunar mansion Kritika. And this brings a lot of, yes, of energy to this nakshatra. And the symbol of Kritika is a knife's edge. And it is about polarization and cutting through, and not speaking so much cutting through. That's not an easy energy. And the ruler of Aries, where this great conjunction happens, and the ruler is Mars, and Mars is exactly with Saturn in the sign of Aquarius. And there it's also about revolution and only seeing your side, and that's not easy, those energies. And Mercury is at the same time, when this conjunction happens, retrograde at the decrease of the solar eclipse. So it's really amazing. And it's always important to look when we see an event, also when the event will take a long time. It will shift us into a new, maybe really in a new dimension, not in that way that we will be in the fifth dimension. That will not happen, but really in a new time life, in a new timeline. And this is really very big. And the comet will be at this day, in April the 21st, he will be seen. Okay, but now I will check what you wrote in the chat, and thank you so much. It's really amazing. Dubai, Alberta, Guyana, South America. Wow, it's really amazing to connect with the same energy, and that is really very, very nice. Yes, so this is not an easy shift, but it will bring good results because it is the energy of the great awakening. So there's nothing to fear. Yes, we go through times that have a lot of obstacles and challenges we can experience, but I really see it in that way. If your energy is high enough, that does not really matter you so much. Yes. And people who want to play out more war because they think it's the only way to react, they will go into, yes, into their own timelines to experience this. And that's fine because they need it and that's good for them, but maybe you do not need it anymore. So this split will be really important also with these energies. And something else very important, Jupiter and Uranus, they will change the sign not so long in the future. Jupiter will change, I think it's the 1st of May in the sign of Taurus, and Uranus will change, I think it's the 1st of June into the sign of Taurus, and there in the sign of Taurus, we also have a connection to the Pleiades because there is the star system of the Pleiades. So this brings up a lot of new connections to those very high spiritual beings of love. So they will also help us in this big shift to more individuality. I spoke in one of my videos, it's not about the 2030 agenda of Klaus Schwab. He wants with the VEF to unite everything and to really make people function more like robots or something like this. No, no, we will experience more individuality with these energies. It is of independence, of small units and maybe small also projects, small businesses. This is the future, I see. So, but you can check it out if this resonates with you. And if you have any question, please write them down. The war things are really not nice to see. And now this conflict in the Middle East will be a big part of 2024 energies, because I will tell this in another videos or more videos, because the planet shift when Jupiter shifts and Saturn is at the same sign, they will all aspect Scorpio, and this is really about the Middle East, this region, and also Egypt and more of those regions. They will become very important. Not an easy time, I think. So this war in the Middle East will not end as soon. And maybe also with the solar eclipse happens in Pisces in a water sign. It means, and also connected to the sea monster, this can bring up also war on the sea. This is possible with those energies. That's really not easy what I see there. And if you think I should make a video about the chart of Iran and Israel, please write me in the comments, then I can make a video. And thank you also for everybody connecting to me here on Instagram. Okay, I have some questions, but if you have any question, you can still send me a question. How will this affect Bitcoin and cryptocurrency the next 2 weeks? Hazel, I do not have the charts here. It is really like you can say, it can shoot up Bitcoin and it can also bring Bitcoin down. So I'm not really sure how it will act out. It can go in both direction and it can really explode in both directions. So be careful with Bitcoin the next weeks. And I made really predictions for Bitcoin also on my German channel, and I spoke about yes, I think June to be a little bit more careful, but in the long run, I see Bitcoin is going up. I think a next high level, but it's really always good not only to invest in Bitcoin and to really go diverse. Maybe gold is now really will go higher because the sun is in Aries and there's the sun exalted and the sun stands for gold. So this is really, and when Rahu is in Revati, this is a nakshatra. It's connected to Mercury and to technical things, and this will also be good for Bitcoin. Okay, and I also have a membership if you want to know more and if you want to connect with me. There we have exclusive live calls. You can ask me your questions and check it out. Okay, do you see any changes in Canada? I haven't looked to the chart. Sorry, I know I was asked about Canada, but sorry, I haven't checked the chart. Okay, how will this affect our emotions? Yes, it will bring up these energies. They really bring up all those dark stuff in you because the frequency changes and the frequency will we will experience those higher frequencies. And if your body is not really ready, and this means if you have a lot of negative beliefs, because your belief is what determines your life, and and when you have a lot of negative beliefs, they really lower your frequency and you feel not good. You feel all those dark emotions and you may feel trapped. You may feel that you cannot change anything, but that's not right. That is only your negative beliefs that are very strong. They are like bodybuilders and they're standing there and say, you can't change anything. Stay here. That's safe and that's good. And so, like your father and your mother, and that's fine. Really, you can visualize them like big bodybuilders. They want, they want that you believe in them. And the most people do, because they have never learned to free themselves, that they have the right and the possibility to free their chains where they are really, they think that the world is only in that way and they are victims of the outer circumstances. That's not true. Okay. Yes, I like to be funny. Okay. I have some questions. Maybe I can go through them. They are from a German channel. I also, you might know, I have a German channel, and I had there a live stream at 4 o'clock. For me, it's now 7 in the evening, and I also translated some of the questions for you. Dear Sylvia, what can we do every day to bring peace closer, if it is possible at all? Yuri, yes, that's possible and that's fine. And the only thing you have to do, really, the only thing you can do, is to find your own inner peace in your life. You cannot change the peace of anybody else, and that's fine, because there's not only one world. And if you find peace in yourself, you connect your frequency to a version of Earth that also will experience peace. So this is important to show the universe that you are ready for a world of peace, because you really live peace. You are peace, because everything is energy. And if you are peace with every cell of your being, then there's not possible to connect really to a world full of war. And also, if the world is full of war, you will experience peace, because you choose it. And we not really understand now how powerful we are. That if we decide that we are peace, that this changes everything. And that's the only one thing we have to do. So that's the way to find peace. Okay, I'm ready. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes we say it's so easy, I'm ready for peace. But then our partner says something and we could explode. So the inner peace is not really so strong. But everything in your life is good as it is. It shows you where you can learn something, where you can change something, if you are ready. If you want to learn how to change your belief system, I have an online course, my Be Spirit Master course, where I show you, this is an online course, we will start in summer a new group, and you can watch the videos, and we have live streams where we make also exercises and meditations together, so that you can change your belief system. I will really help you in this, and if you want, check it out. I think I have a link in the description box. Okay, next or first question. What is an oversoul? Maybe you have heard of the oversoul. Humans always have individual souls. Animals can have oversouls, but not animals have but intellect animals have individual souls. This was a question, sorry. And what is an oversoul? We have to understand every animal has an oversoul. Every human has an oversoul. But this means also you have an individual soul. But it is a higher consciousness of your soul. You are everything. You are really everything. You exist in every dimension. But now your focus is here on earth. Maybe you think your focus is here on earth. But that's another story. So you have to understand that your individual soul. And I speak often, it's like a finger. This is a unique finger with a unique form and shape, and experience its life as a unique, like your life. But if you connect to the hand, it's also the name hand, yes, in English, then the hand has a lot of fingers. And the hand will say, I'm a hand, I have fingers. And so it is the same with the oversoul. You are also oversoul. And from the perspective of the oversoul, you can say, I have a lot of fingers, I have a lot of lives, and they happen all at the same time. So this does not mean that an oversoul has no individual soul. It is only another level of soul. and everything has consciousness. Also, our technical devices have own consciousness, and you might know this. If you really love your laptop, it will work really fine for you. Maybe not always, but mostly. Or your phone or something like this. It's really so. And every plant, everything, and the smallest leaf has our own consciousness and a soul, because consciousness means that there's a connection to a higher energy form, and this is connected to a soul. So everything has an unique finger or finner. Okay. And so everything has a soul, and everything has an oversoul, and everything is God at the same time. You're not only oversoul, you are really God. Everything is God. There's nothing outside of God. What could be outside of God? Nothing. So God is really relaxed about his children. They could not really go lost. Maybe they think they go lost, but they cannot. Do you understand? Please give me a yes if you understand. Give me a yes. Okay, that's really fine. Kenya, Netherlands, Sedona. I would like to go to Sedona. Yes, to Bell Rock. But maybe in another parallel version of my life. Because my 4 dogs, I love them really, 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 and I cannot bring them to Sedona. Okay, yes, 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 yes. Give me a yes. Give me a yes. Okay, I have another question for you. How do you know what negative beliefs you have? And maybe you think, do I have negative beliefs? Maybe I do not have them. And what are they? And you can experience negative beliefs if you do not have a fulfilled and happy life. I can tell you there are negative beliefs. If you feel there's a blockage, or do you feel any fear, then you have negative beliefs. They are really the plan, the structure plan of your life. And if you believe in negative things, you will build a negative life. It's like building a negative house, or a house that's really not stable. This is about negative beliefs. And negative beliefs create negative emotions like fears or anger or something like this. And this creates negative thoughts that, oh, I'm not good enough for this job, and and something like this. And this reinforce also your negative beliefs. And so it's like a spiral, a negative spiral. And how can you find out your negative beliefs? It's really easy. It's not difficult. And it is if you feel fear, then ask yourself, why do I feel this fear? People sometimes think there's no reason for fear, or maybe this is a fear from a past life. But that's not really true. That's not really true. If you feel fear at this moment, there's a reason for it in your belief system. It's not about your past life, and you are not a victim. You created this fear because of your belief system. And maybe, yes, there are negative beliefs in your belief system. This is possible that you have negative beliefs. And sorry, I would just, the handy was not going on. Sorry, what would I say? Now I forgot. Yes, sorry. No, it's away. It's away. So Yes. And if you feel fear, you can ask yourself, why do I think? What I would say was, some people are so afraid of finding out the true reason of their fear that they do not want to dive deeper to find it out. And or they think I would never find the real reason why I'm afraid or something like this. You will find it out because those beliefs you created, and maybe yes, you created them because there was a programming, negative belief programming from your parents or your society. Yes, that's possible. But to feel those fears is only possible if you believe in this. And if you find it out, then you can let it go. Really, you can drop it. You can drop it. I do not believe anymore that I'm not worthy. I found it out and now I do not need it anymore. So with this, you change it. And so you can find it out by asking yourself questions. Why? Why do I react in that way I react? There is a reason always. And yes. Okay. Okay, just reading what you wrote there. Fear, false evidence appearing real. Wow, Mio, that's really fine. Fear means false evidence appearing real. Perfect. Yes, that's it. Okay, so you can find out your negative beliefs. And if you need support, look on my website, on my Be Spirit Master course. I would be happy to help you in this process. You said yourself that you incarnate again and again on earth so you can repeat your life. And that was a misunderstanding. Yes, you can, as a oversoul, not as a person, incarnate again and again on earth. And most souls do this. You have to understand, if you are Hilka, so Hilka is only Hilka. And because everything happens at the same time, there is not really movement, there is no really growth. We think if we watch a plant and the plant grows, and we have this time a lot of plants in our winter garden because we have a big garden here, and you can see how the plants grow. You think there is movement, that the same plant, the small plant, is now a big plant. That's not true. We think of it in that way because we experience everything linear, but that's not true. Every plant, a small plant and a big plant is a different plant. It's not the same because everything exists here and now. And it's only a shift in your perspective that you experience a plant to grow. And so you believe in that the plant is growing and you see it next day, it's bigger. But it's only because you are connected to another parallel version of Earth where this plant is bigger than in the version of reality before. And the other exists at the same time. And so it's also with our incarnation. So if you are Hilka, you are always Hilka because you cannot shift back. You cannot shift in a life back or something like this. This is not possible because everything happened now. You are also death now. And your birth is also right now. Everything is right now. And if you experience yourself like you're living now, then you're living forever, because there is no end, there's no beginning. So it's not possible in any other way. Is it clear to you? Please write me in the chat. Sorry for you have to do to write so much down. Okay. Is the houses market gonna crash? I do not think so. Really, I spoke about the crash, I think it was last year, because it was everything was so clear in the chart, but now I do not see it. Sorry, maybe it will crash, because it's not only about the energies you can read. And last year a crash had had had, because of the energies, a crash had happened, but it did not happen. Sorry for my English. And this is not only because the chart, the energies of the planet shows us, because people manipulate the market. So it's also, we have to think about this. And they manipulate it like they want. Okay. Hi Sylvia, Frances Ma from California, USA. I'm so happy. I'm always looking forward to your videos. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Okay. Astral travel is real. Yes, it is real. Um, 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 um. So I hope it was clear. You cannot go shift back in anything. You cannot shift back in your past life. It's not like in the movie Back in the Future, was it? Oh, the name with Michael Fox. I haven't seen those films, sorry, those movies. Yes, but it's not in that way, really. You cannot shift back. You cannot kill your father and then you would not be born, but you are born now, and you cannot change anything. You cannot change it. You can experience something similar, maybe, because you connect to this, but then it's also a unique experience. Everything is already happened. It's only our frequency that shifts from perspective to perspective. What does it mean to be able to see through time and space? Sometimes I speak about you can shift through time and space. And this means that time and space is a part of this dimension we experience here, the fourth dimension. But if you can see through time and space, this means you connect to a higher dimensions. You raise your frequency so that you can connect to a higher consciousness. And this we can all do. Like in astral travel, you can also connect to higher energies. If you want to learn this, and if you want to really learn it in a good way, you can check out my mediumship online course. There you can learn it, and there we also have live streams and a lot of nice videos to help you to activate your pineal gland and a lot of things. Okay. Do we have contracts on what psychic abilities we come here with? I can't seem to tap into what others are starting to experience. Contracts on what psychic abilities we come here with. You always have some psychic abilities that are easier for you to activate, and some are not so easy. but you can activate them all. Your clairvoyant, your clear hearing, everything is possible to activate. No problem. Yes, and if you want to learn it, you can learn it in my online course. Question from Sally. What color of aura is around people? Thank you. I made a video, I think last Sunday, where I spoke about this new aura I can see in a violet color, and I see it for the people who really increase their frequency, adapt those new energies we have access to, and other people, I see them more in the old kind of aura, I have to say it in that way. And this is a very changing aura, like your thoughts are changing your aura, your emotions can change the color of your aura. But for these people who go to this new earth, you can say it in that way. We not directly go in the new earth, it's more a shift of consciousness. But there I see a new field of aura. And this is really very like a tic-tac form. I see it in violet color. Okay. Is soul swap or soul walk in true? Yes, I know. I often speak of I connect to the spiritual of the new age. And this means those concepts are not the same, mostly, like the spiritual ideas that are here on earth for the last 50 or 100 years. I speak of this new consciousness that says everything exists here and now, and you have the power to change everything in your life. This is really another way. And what was the question? Yes, and so your body is part of your soul. Your body is not without. I know a lot of people say, this is a body without a soul. I can see it because he is without emotions or something like this. No. That's not possible. There's only a body if there is a soul. And you can believe everything. And if you resonate with those ideas, that's fine. I can only speak for myself. And for me, this soul travel or soul shift or walk in, like people say, I do not experience this. Sorry for this, but no, because your body is unique to your soul. And your soul is, your body is part of your soul and your higher self. Your higher self is the greatest part of you, and your body, it's like the big toe you are bringing in the cold water. You can say it in that way. So, no. Sylvia, love from Germany, thank you. So I do not see it in that way, that it is possible. Or those backdrop people, like I know Dolores Cannon spoke of these backdrop people. Yes, there are people that are not really relevant for you and are from the energy, you will not connect to them. But they also have a soul and they also have a mission. And yes, we are with this kind of thinking that there is a soul trap and there are bodies without and soul. You are going in the old way of dividing, of saying that's good, I'm the good one, I have a soul, and he's not good. Maybe he's he has a vaccination, he's not good. And so we divide and do not really understand that we are one. We are one. There's nothing without God. So how can a person be without a soul? yes, of course, a person can maybe do not live the soul mission. And so there is no light in the eyes. There is no really happiness in this person. This is possible. And he can really look and walk like a robot or something like this. But that's not true. It's only the light of the soul is so weak, so dimmed, but it is always there. We always have this light. So I think you can write me in the chat what you're thinking of this. And then I think, yes, it's really very, very nice to connect to you. And if you have any questions, you can also send me your questions. If you watch the live stream later, then I can give you an answer in the next live stream. So thank you so much for connecting and your greetings and share this video with other like-minded people and to bring more peace and consciousness here on earth. But everybody has has the free will to check what he wants and to act what helps him most. Everybody will act in that way that helps him most. So thank you so much. Can you ask if Texas will succeed? Yes. I can check more Texas chart. So thank you very, very much and namaste.